team. Can you see and hear me okay? Yay, that's good. All right. So I've got a little bit of work for your thigh muscles today. So see if you can sit down in a kneeling position. If this is uncomfortable for you, put something underneath your bottom so it's a bit elevated and it should take the edge off it. So I'm looking for the sitting in a kneeling position, and we'll just place the hands, palms down on the thighs to begin. So just beginning our practice in this very grounding pose. That's great. And the good thing about this pose, it's really hard to slouch. So your back should be naturally quite straight, but if it isn't, maybe just give the shoulders a bit of a wiggle and a shimmy and rearrange yourself until you're in a straight line. And then we'll start our breathing. So some slow breaths in and out through the nose. That's good. Settling into some longer, slower breaths. Very good. And when you're ready, you'll just keep the legs the same and take a gentle twist to the left. So looking over your left shoulder. And then inhale to center and gently twist to the second side. Good, and then bringing the palms together at the heart. Please interlock the fingers and press the hands up just to get a bit of a stretch happening this evening. Sinking your hips down into the ground, extending up through the hands. That's lovely. And we'll take a deep breath. And taking another twist to the left. Same again. Sitting a little taller, twisting a little deeper this time. And then bringing the arms overhead. And exhale to the second side. So just gently waking up the spine here in this vertical position, including the neck. All right, let's bring the arms overhead. Last time, exhale to the left. Take a couple of breaths here. And then inhale, reaching up, stretching up. And exhale to the right. And take a couple of breaths around the corner. Well done, well done. Thank you. So let's move forward to hands and knees. So if you were using a cushion for that one, you can just push it out the way. And remembering the principle of our restorative practice is to be nice and comfortable. So welcome, Katie. I hope you enjoy your practice this evening. So we're going to fan out the fingers and lift the chin and the chest. Take a couple of these cat-cow stretches to roll down, bowing the head, tucking the tailbone, getting a nice arch in the spine. Spending a little bit of time transitioning up and down with the breath. And when on the up position, let's tuck the toes under. Just get the hands in a really good place with the middle finger going forward. And we're going to press up and back to a downward facing dog. So as long as this is comfortable for you, go ahead and slowly and gently pedal the knees. Getting a bit of a stretch happening. Moving the inner thighs back and up, pushing the floor away, lengthening the sides of the waist. Good. And then we'll walk the feet to the hands, forward bend. Relax the head and neck, shoulders. And just arranging the feet a few inches apart, so kind of hip distance apart, but catch hold of the elbows and meet in a standing forward bend. And take a little bit of a sway here from side to side. Relaxing the head and neck. Relaxing the mouth. Lovely. And then slowing down the swaying, coming to a place of stillness. Take a couple of breaths here. And then we'll relax the arms, root the feet, bend the knees, and come up to the vertical. Nice. Rooting down through the feet, we'll sweep up the arms, roll the shoulders away and down. Good. Let's look up through the hands, extend up through the fingertips, firming the arm bones. We'll take a breath. And when you're ready, bring the hands back to the heart. Fabulous. So pausing for a moment here in this pose we call samastati. So feet are parallel, tailbones dropping down, belly buttons drawn in. See if you can firm those leg muscles a little bit. Very nice. I'm standing this way so you can see that I'm not sticking my bum out or anything. It's kind of tucked in and down. Lifting the chest, bringing the breath up into the upper ribs. We'll take a breath. And release the hands. Lovely. So just a couple of standing sun salutations, please. So on the inhale, sweep the arms up and over. On the exhale, we bow, nose to knee. Inhale, extend the spine horizontally. Exhaling, bow. Good. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, bring the hands home to the heart. Deep breath in. Mountain pose. Inhale, rise. Same again, just standing. And keep the feet the same as you fold nose to knee. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhaling, bow, and then back up to the top. Just a few movements just to rise up the energy in the body. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a deep breath. Mountain pose. Wonderful. And just pausing here in mountain pose. Navel in, tailbone down. Let's just take the top of the thigh bones back. Tilt the tailbone down. Strengthen the legs, strengthening the arms, and pause. Just getting a sense of yourself in this very strong, steady pose, the mountain. Just getting a sense of your feet growing down into the earth. And the head reaching up into the clouds. That's lovely. On the next inhale, we'll sweep the arms overhead. And exhaling, please bow and fold. Good. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhaling, bow. We'll step the right foot forward, left foot back into a big lunge. And please bring the back knee down to the ground. That's good. We'll pause here for a moment, drifting that front knee a little bit deeper until you feel some kind of stretch in the thigh muscles. Doesn't have to be very much, just a sensation of switching them on. And then we're going to change legs. So you might want to do this by bringing the back foot to the front or any other way. Take a long high lunge and bring the back knee down on the second side. Good. Just gently drifting that front knee forward, getting a bit of an opening happening. Lovely. We'll come back to all fours. Place the hands. Inhale, lift the chin and the chest, tucking the toes. And when you're ready, come back to your best downward facing dog. Just releasing the neck. Give the head a bit of a shake. Smoothing out the breath. Long, smooth breaths. Well done. Take another breath here. And taking both knees to the ground, please touch the feet together. I'm going to come to a version of child's pose. Let's do the one with the hands in front of us, up onto fingertips, elbows off the ground, and bow the head. Shrug the shoulders a couple of times. And pause. That's good. Getting a sense of breathing into your back body. Very nice indeed. And then walking the hands back towards the knees. If you're able to, please come up to kneeling, if that's comfortable for you. If it isn't, this is just where we began at the beginning of our practice, just sit back up onto your props until that becomes comfortable. And replace the palms face down. So shrug the shoulders a little and just come to stillness where we began after that little warm-up sequence. Very nice. So we've got the Diwali this weekend, the Hindu festival of light, and it's a very potent full moon. Last full moon, it was a blue moon, as some of you might know, and this new moon is also very important for our intention setting for our new beginnings. So if I could ask you please just to feel the palms on your thigh muscles if you're able to sit this way. Just take a moment just to relax your mind and open it up to a suggestion. What is your intention for this new moon, for this new beginning? So I'd like you to do something positive for yourself, for your loved ones, or for the planet. And couching this in the present tense. Let it become your heartfelt wish just for the next half hour or so. We're going to focus our practice and our intention towards that wish, whatever it might be. So I can ask you to settle on one thing and really put it in a short sentence in the present tense and remember those words. We'll come back to them in a minute. That's great. So for now, we're going to come on to our tummies, please. All right. So most people like this one. So what we do is we come right onto our bellies, make a pillow with the hands. All right. And then wiggle the hips from side to side and turn the toes out to the sides of the mat. So the heels are in, toes are out. And you can just give the hips a little shake from side to side, just to loosen off the low back there. And make sure your head is comfortable, supported on your backs of your hands. We'll take a breath. And then please come to stillness in this pose. Just the movement of the breath. Let the movement of the breath be all that's happening for you. Breathing your belly into the ground. Feeling yourself supported easily by the earth below. And for our restorative practice, if this is new to you, we like to hold the poses for a bit longer than we would normally do. But that doesn't mean you have to be uncomfortable. So if you start to feel like it's not agreeing with you, please change the shape of the pose or come out and do something different if it's not helping you, body or mind. Sometimes it can be the mind that doesn't want to stay in stillness for a long time. And that is also fine, you know. You don't need to argue with yourself. One of the beauties of being on a screen is you can actually adapt the practice to suit yourself a little bit better, can't you? So let's make the most of that. But I'm finding this very comfortable, and I hope you are too. So we're just going to have, say, 5 more breaths here. 5 exhales into your belly, breathing the belly into the earth. Great. Thank you. Can I invite you please to come up onto your left forearm and joining the ankles together, just bend the right leg and you're going to reach behind for that right foot or your trousers, whatever's working for you. All right, and then please bring that heel in towards the outer hip rather than the inner hip. We're getting a bit of a thigh stretch happening. We'll look forward at the same time. So remember, you're in charge, so if it's not comfortable, just back off a bit. But for most people, after a few moments, it gets easier, so you'll be able to go a little deeper in. But stay, don't let it hurt. Stay under the pain threshold. There should be some sensation, but not actual pain. Lovely. Let's release that and swapping arms. Join the ankles together. Bend the other foot. And bring the heel in towards your outer hip again. Find a place that's working for you. It's not too uncomfortable, but there is some sensation there. And sometimes it helps to just breathe into the sensation, if you know what I mean. So, and one of the ways our restorative practice complements the practice we do in the rest of the week is because we hold the poses for a bit longer. Those muscles get a chance to really elongate and relax. So we can go a little deeper in now if they've loosened off. And then extending both legs, make a pillow with the hands, rest the forehead. And we'll just take the toes out to the side and breathe. And you might be getting a sort of warm feeling in the thigh muscles, and that's perfectly right. That's how it should be. Just taking a couple more breaths. Amazing. And we'll place the hands, tuck the toes, make your way back up to all fours. Good. Let's do just a couple of these cat stretches again, just to warm up and wake up the spine. Fantastic. And I'm going to suggest we come to sitting on our bottoms now with the legs extended. Is that all right for you? Okay. So you might need a cushion or a brick. Fold the sole of the left foot in and just put a little something underneath that left knee until it's more comfortable. Rearrange your thigh muscles, bringing the hands either side of the straight leg. That's great. And we'll take a breath and relax down into a forward bend of your choice, going as deep or not as you wish. So breathing your way down. Thank you, thank you. Just holding it for another few breaths. And if you've got a block underneath the left knee, let's remove it now. So we're going to kind of rock over to the left side and fold that right foot back. So you've got a kind of right angle between the lower leg and upper leg. And the left foot's on the right thigh. And then some of you will know this one from doing it in class. It's the one where we crawl around to the back of the mat. Okay, so taking your cushion with you, let's walk the hands away around to the left, and you start to feel a nice twist happening in the spine. So let's go around as far as you want to go. Arrange the cushions, and then drawing in on the tummy, move your belly over to the right. That's good. Take another breath. Lift up the chest, move the chest a bit over to the right. Take a breath. And then coming down onto forearms, bring your head to the prop, or whatever you're using today. And maybe you can turn your head to the right as well, but that is more advanced. So see how it goes. So it's a twist on your tummy, basically. You're right, Lisa. You can't. Is that one not for you? It's a kind of pinwheel shape. I should show you again if that helps. So the legs are at a right angle to each other, and you just go all the way around. And you can either lie on your head, just as we were before, or turn your face to the other side, away from the knees. That's looking good. It's nice to see you, Julie. Hi. Okay, guys, so we're going to come out of this one. So taking your time, coming back. Use the hands to help you. So we never rush between the poses in restorative yoga. On a Tuesday evening, we might be rushing between the poses, but on a Sunday night, we move in slow motion. So if then you come back to the legs being in front of us, fold the sole of the right foot in and put a little block underneath the knee. That's good. Hands either side of the straight leg, get comfortable on your bottom. And we'll take a breath and bow, folding your way down, breathing your way down. That's fantastic. We'll just take a couple more breaths here, please. And then slowly walking the hands back and over to the right. We're going to fold that left foot back. So you've got this sort of zigzaggedy shape. Remove the block from underneath the right leg. And then we'll walk the hands round the corner towards the back of the mat. All right, so this gives you a really deep twist in the back. So listening to how that feels. It's kind of nice if you've got a cushion around the corner waiting for you. So moving your tummy round. Take a breath and move your navel from right to left. Take another breath, move your chest from right to left. Having a look where you're going to land. Maybe you can turn the head to the left or keep it in the same direction as the knees if that's a bit much on your neck. So find a version that works for you. Getting down into the pose. That's looking good. And then we'll very slowly make our way back to center and extend both legs. Thank you. So for this next one, you might want to sit up on a block or a couple of blocks or a cushion. So whatever you've got, you're going to put a little something underneath the right cheek, basically. Okay, so just onto under the right buttock. All right, and then have a go at folding the left foot back. Now it's not going to work for everyone. So if you don't think it's for you, just fold the left foot in like we did before. All right, so there's always an option, but if there's no pain, a little bit of stiffness is different from pain. So as we move through our yoga journey, you start to notice that difference. But any sharp pains in the knee, then this pose isn't for you. So getting into a comfortable version, and can you get the sole of the left foot so pointing straight up? So you can, when you look, you can see the sole of the foot. There's a bit of space between the heel and the hip. bring the knees more or less together, but not squashed together. You're looking for a parallel line in the thighs. But remember, if this pose is uncomfortable for you, just do the one we were doing earlier with the foot folded in. Nobody will ever judge you. Just find your optimum version. And then everyone push the heel of the right leg away, and you'll get a nice hamstring stretch. And we'll walk the hands towards that heel. Take a breath and fold. Breathing your way down. So whichever version you're in is absolutely perfect. And I'd just like you to just roll around in your mind your intention for your practice this evening. So if you didn't hear me at the beginning, we're going to use the potent energy of this new moon and the Hindu festival of light, Diwali, to set our wishes for the future. So you've probably done this before with me, but if you haven't, it's amazing work. Just rolling your wish around in your mind, same words, same phrase, same present tense. And we'll walk the hands back. And to come out of this pose, take a little tilt over to the right, unfold the left leg. And then we're going to take your prop and put it under the left cheek. And again, sometimes one side's different from the other. So if you've got a bad knee on the right, you'll want to have the sole of the foot in. If you want to try folding that leg back, just to see how it goes. You might need extra proppage on this left side to make that comfortable for you. So something soft underneath the front of the foot sometimes helps. So getting into your version. There'll be as many different versions as there are people participating. Let's make it comfortable for you. Lovely. When you've got your version ready, replace the hands and push the heel of the left foot away. Gently walk the hands towards that heel. Take a breath and a fold. Breathing your way down. That's lovely. Breathing your way down into a forward bend. Again, check you're comfortable, everything's working for you. You can always change it if you're feeling a discomfort. Lovely. Take another breath here and then slowly emerge. And we need to go over towards the straight leg side, coming off your prop, and then you can unfold that leg easily and just give the thigh muscles a bit of a massage. Just using the heels of the hands to rub from the hips to the knees. Good, and circling the ankles. Wonderful. So we've got, we're going to use our props again. So I'm not sure what you've got in the room, but what's quite nice is to have your cushion propped up on some books. So I'll show you where we're going. We're going to make a kind of ramp. So want to make the top of the cushion a little bit elevated, or you can do this with a rolled up blanket, or some pillows work as well. So can you see what I've done there? So just making a bit of a ramp, and my head is going to go there. So see what you can do. Having the blanket to sit on is very nice as well. So I've got this kind of set up with the blanket for my legs, and then a nice gentle slope for my body. So should we try and do something like that? So using your creativity or your sofa cushions. Usually you can build quite a good nest for this sort of thing from your sofa cushions. I'll let you rummage around. It's got to be super comfortable there. So if your head is, basic rule is if the chin is pointing towards the ceiling, your head isn't supported enough. So you want to take hold of the back of the head and kind of swoop your scalp up with your hands. The back of the neck lengthens, and then this space between the chin and the chest shortens, and that's much more comfortable for you to breathe and everything. So get comfortable. Lovely. And then with the legs, you can of course just leave them as they are, or bring the soles of the feet together and put something under each knee. Or I'm going to issue you with a challenge, because we've warmed up for it. Fold both feet back. So Keely will have no problem doing this one. Just have the feet folded back, knees together. You might need something under your hips, and then coming back into a supported version of this one we call Virasana. So that is an option. So if you found it easy to fold your legs back in the previous one, you might find it easy to do that. So, but don't be uncomfortable, you know. Prop yourself up. Any sharp pains in the knees, we come out immediately. I can see an awful lot of people doing the full pose. Well done, team. That is just great. Finding what you need from it. You're doing the soles of the feet together. Prop up the knees if you're coming back. That's good. And then we're going to do just leave it for a few moments, as long as you're not too uncomfortable and your chin is headed towards the opposite wall rather than the ceiling. Please flutter your eyes closed, or even put your eye pillow on if you have one. And we'll relax into the shape. And I'd like to offer you just a voyage of the imagination. So if you come back to that sankalpa, that wish, that heart's desire we were talking about earlier, can you find the emotions that go with it? So there may be a sense of great relief, or just an effervescent happiness, or there may be a sense of love and connection. Whatever your heartfelt wish is, can you name and generate, crucially, the emotions that are attached to it? So now that's a bit of a tall order. I'll let you settle into that mental exercise now. We want to generate the feelings as if it's already happened. That's lovely. We'll just have a few more moments here. And then we'll transition back to that one with the knees, just the easy one with the knees up. Okay, so you've got your feet folded back. Use your elbows to dig in and to come on up. Have the feet on the floor. And we'll just pause for a moment. Wonderful. So we're moving into our final rest phase, our relaxation phase. And we're going to do a yoga nidra this evening. So the thing is about a nidra, you do get a bit chilly. So could I invite you to layer up, even if you're not cold now? There's something about going into a very deep relaxation which causes your body temperature to drop. So could you gather up a few more layers? And then slipping your cushion under your knees, it is quite a nice one after the practice we've just done. That will be very kind to your low back. So the backs of the legs supported. A bit of warmth for your body. Eye pillow, a scarf for your eyes. Let's come into a very comfortable place in a straight line. Getting everything organized for the most wonderful relaxation. And I'm going to invite you to relax the hands completely. Let the fingers to gently curl. Give the shoulders a little shimmy, maybe get a little bit more comfortable. Relaxing the shoulders into the ground. Allowing the arms to become really heavy. Relaxing the hips completely. Let the legs be heavy and inner thighs roll out to the sides. Feet flopping out to the sides. Make any small adjustments and get the arms and legs really comfortable. That's great. Think about your mouth relaxing completely. Think about the softening the teeth and the tongue, the back of the throat. Relaxing all the way back behind the ears and the outer ears. Smooth the brow. And let your expression fade and your eyes rest back in the head. Smoothing the brow. All expression fades from the face. And the skin on the face just seems to soften and melt a little bit. The back of the head is very relaxed. Shoulders are very relaxed. Hips are relaxed. That's lovely. And feeling very relaxed and comfortable lying here. May I invite you to return to your heartfelt wish, your sankalpa, and just repeat that same phrase in the present tense over again to yourself. Please repeat it 3 times to yourself. And now letting it go. Just letting it go now. Please bring your mind instead to the thumb of the right hand. First finger, right hand, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, all 5 fingers on the right hand. Palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, the right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, the whole of the right arm, the right armpit, the right ribs, the right waist, the right hip, the right thigh muscle, back of the right thigh, the right knee, back of the right knee, the right shin, calf muscle, ankle and heel, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, all 5 toes together, the whole right side of the body, the whole right side of the body. We're moving now to the left hand thumb, but no movement. Left hand thumb. And first finger, left hand, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, all 5 fingers on the left hand, the palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, the left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, the left shoulder, left armpit, left ribs, left waist, left hip, the left thigh muscle, back of the left thigh, the left knee, back of the left knee, the left shin, calf muscle, ankle and heel, top of the left foot, sole of the left foot, the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, all 5 toes together, the whole left side of the body, the whole left side of the body. And moving now to the very crown of your head, the back of your head, the right shoulder and the left shoulder, the right arm and the left arm, back of the right hand, back of the left hand, the right hip, the left hip, the right leg, the right heel, the left heel, all the points of the body on the ground. Relax into the ground now. And we'll take your awareness to the forehead, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, the right eye, the left eye, the right ear, the left ear, the right cheekbone, the left cheekbone, the right side of your face, the left side of your face, the right nostril, left nostril, tip of the nose, top lip, bottom lip, both lips together, the right jaw, left jaw, the chin, right side of the neck, left side of the neck, the throat, the right collarbone, the left collarbone, the breastbone, the right ribs, the left ribs, the upper abdomen, the lower abdomen, the right side of the waist, the left side of the waist, the navel. From the navel, please radiate your awareness back to the whole body now. The whole body, the whole body. And I'd like you to imagine you're lying on a gentle slope that tilts very slightly to the left. So the left side of your body now feels like it's a couple of inches lower than the right. That's it. Just feel like the world's tilted a bit and your left side is heavier than the right. And then breathing up and down the left side of your body, from the feet to the ground, and back down again. Breathing up and down, left leg, left waist, left shoulder, left side of your face. And exhale, up and down the left side. And now, and allow the world to tilt back to normal and take a little gentle tilt to the right. So I'd like you to imagine the opposite now. The right side is just a little bit lower than the left. The right side of your body is a little bit heavier and a couple of inches lower. Getting a sense of the ground tilting down to the right. When you have that sense of being on a little bit of a slope, may I invite you to breathe up and down the right side. Breathe up and down the right side of your body. Up and down from the right foot, right leg, right hip, right waist, right shoulder, the right side of your face. And exhale all the way down again. That's good. Breathing up and down the right side of your body. Up and down the right side of your body. And the world's going to tilt very slightly back to level ground now. Bringing that right side up level with the left. That's good. I'd like you to imagine you're lying on a beautiful beach. The sun is beating down. It's a lovely day. And the water is very inviting a few yards away from you. But it's a real scorcher. It's a boiling hot day. Get that sense of heat in your body now. Imagine how it feels to be very hot. The bones are hot, the flesh is hot, the skin is hot. If any hotter, it would be a bit uncomfortable, but for now, you're just basking in the heat. Getting a sense of every part of your body being really hot. Lovely. And we're going to leave that sense of heat behind now. Get a sense of leaving the boiling hot beach. And we're going to change the scene completely. I'd like you to imagine you're standing on a high mountain, looking out over the snowy peaks all around you. It's a beautiful day. The sky is bright blue. Just a few white scudding clouds and snow-peaked mountains as far as the eye can see. It's wonderful up here, but it's cold. Get a sense of the exhilarating cold. As you breathe in, the air is icy cold. you're feeling okay, but you can feel the cold on your skin and your muscles getting into your bones. Feels kind of good, but you're very cold up here on this high mountain. We're going to change it now. Leave the snowy peaks behind. Find yourself back on your mat. The temperature's returning to normal. You're very comfortable lying on your mat. And I'm just going to invite you to a few deep breaths from your feet to the crown of your head. Inhaling and exhaling, sending the breath back down again from the top of your head to your toes. Inhaling, let the breath roll up the body. And exhaling, let the breath roll down. That's good. Sending a few deep breaths rolling up the body on the inhale and rolling down the body on the exhale. And leaving the breath now to return to a natural, normal breath. Can I invite you to come back to your intention, back to your sankalpa, letting yourself roll that phrase around in your mind once more. Same phrase, same sentence in the present tense. Having a play with the emotions associated with its fruition. Thinking how good you're going to feel. See if you can generate that feeling of feeling really good. That's great. And now letting it go. Just allowing that heartfelt wish to evaporate. You're not clinging on to it anymore. Instead, bring your mind to your fingers and just move the hands a little bit. Maybe circle the wrists. And on the next inhale, we'll bring the arms up and overhead and have a lovely stretch. That's good. And we're going to roll onto our right side. Rest on your right side if you're not up already. Fluttering open the eyes. Knowing you have all the time in the world. So you can just rest here on your side or come up to seated, whatever you prefer. Making yourself comfortable. Well done, everyone. Can I invite you to close our practice today with 3 mindful breaths. And at the end of your 3rd exhale, place the hands together at the heart. And namaste, our friends on the gallery. Namaste, ourselves, our higher selves. And thank you so much from my heart to yours for your presence this evening. It's been absolutely lovely to work with you again. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to put you on mute. So I hope everyone's doing okay. All up. Oh, well done. Thank you.